Hello YouTubers, welcome to this edition of a piano tutorial once again. Today we are having a tutorial and we're breaking down the key of B major. Remember, this is part of a series where I'm introducing those who are starting to play the keyboard on how to play in all the 12 keys. And our tutorial today is in the key of B major, and I'll start by spelling out the B major scale. B is number 1, C sharp number 2, D sharp number 3, E is number 4, F sharp is number 5, G sharp is number 6, A sharp number 7, and finally we have B, which is number 1 or number 8. So together, do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, ti, la, sol, fa, mi, re, do. So as usual, whenever you're learning a new key, the first thing that you want to do is to work out the major scale. And once you are done with the major scale, then the next step is now to look at the diatonic chords of this scale. And if you've been following my tutorials in the previous videos, we had already explained that the chords, the diatonic chords of a scale actually are 7. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Number 1, number 4, number 5 are major chords. Number 2, number 3, and number 6 are minor chords, and number 7 is a diminished chord. So in this scale of B major, we have chord number 1 built from note number 1, which is B. I'm just doubling the perfect fifth on the left to make my chords sound a bit full. But if you are starting to play, I would recommend that you practice this chord number 1 first. Then chord number 2 is C sharp minor. Chord number 3 is D sharp minor. Chord number 4 is E. Chord number 5 is F sharp major. Chord number 6 is G sharp minor. Chord number 7 is A sharp diminished. And then we are back to chord number 1. So you've got to form these chords. And then you practice these chords until you're comfortable with them. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, and number 1. I want to believe you are able to see my fingers. I'm forming it very clearly. Here we have number 1. I'll use these fingers to enable you see. My viewer who is trying to watch this video to help you work out the B major scale number 1. This is number 2. This is C sharp. This number 3. We have this. Number 4. We have B, G sharp. I mean E, B, G sharp, and B. Number 5 is C sharp major, F sharp major, F sharp, A sharp, C sharp. Number 6, G sharp minor, G sharp, B, D sharp. Number 7 is A sharp diminished, A sharp, C sharp, and then we have the E. So practice that. Those are the chords in the root position. Then the second stage, I have to show you the inversions, because when you only know chords in the root position and you don't know the inversions, when you try to play out the songs, it might be very, very disjointed, because your fingers or the hands will be forced to jump from one chord to another. But when we use the inversions, then the chords are played in a closed space, just very close. So this is chord number 1. We can invert this. So we take this an octave higher, and we have, this is our first inversion, the second inversion of chord number 1. Then chord number 2 is, this is C sharp minor, root position, first inversion, and we have this second inversion. Number 3, we have, this is D sharp minor, root position, first inversion. Remember, I'm just taking this lower note, I'm playing it an octave up here, so I'm taking this here. And then we have the second inversion. I take this up here, so I'll have this, the second inversion of B. Then we go to chord number 4, which is E major. Then when I invert it, I'll have this. Remember, the E is now on top. Then when I invert it to get the second inversion, the G sharp is now taken on top. Then chord number 5, the same F sharp. I take this up, first inversion, second inversion. I believe you are able to see. Then G sharp, this is root. I take this up, I get the first inversion. When I take this up, not B, I get the second inversion. And then I go to A sharp diminished. Remember, I'm having this. This is a diminished chord where the notes are actually minor thirds apart. Root position. Then when I invert, I get this, the first inversion. And then when I invert it again, I get this as the second inversion. But I would even advise you to try and do the diminished 7. We had already explained this sometimes. And then we are back to number 1. Number 1. And we have that. So you can try that. I know it will take you a little while to master the inversions so that you can be in a position just to play without any friction. But however long it takes, try to work out the chords first, because the play of music is actually just doing the chords at this simple stage without even necessarily having to bring in the melody and all that. We can still do our songs at the beginner level by simply doing a good chord progression and then proper rhythm. Now, if you look at what I was doing at the intro, actually, I was trying to do the introduction of this popular. Now, this is basically, it is a song done in Swahili. For my viewers who maybe do not understand the language, but you can just try to follow what I'm trying to do. This was an introduction in the key of B. I was starting here at chord number 6. So I was doing this, then I go to 5, go to 4, and I was doing a song melody. That's what I was doing. I'll pick that. It's quite interesting. I'm having. For those who come from East Africa, maybe you know this popular song, Chanzo by Rehema Sifukuzwe. And that was just part of the introductory part. I think the first verse, I'm not very conversant with the lyrics, but we have nimejifunza kuelewa na kufanikiwa katika yote, wewe bado Mungu na na na. So what I was doing was actually a movement from 6, 5, 4, then 1, 4, 5. Then I was doing, that is a diminished chord. I was using this as this is a flat 6. Flat 6 I was using to take me to my chord number 6. So if you look at what I'm doing here, actually, you'll see that I'm working using the inversions. Like I started with the second inversion of chord number 6, then second inversion of chord number 5, then I was in the second inversion of chord number 4, then I came to the root of B. So please work out the scale, then do your chords in root positions. Then finally, later on, we'll start looking at the simple chord progressions to enable us to do songs. Remember, this is purely beginner stuff, and that's why we are restricting ourselves just to the simple steps and the simple concepts to enable those who are beginning to play to understand. So that is key B, and that is all we had for this particular key today. I'll urge you to try to practice it. Just practice it slowly until you're very comfortable with this key, and then do tune in this channel maybe for more content like this. Bye bye. That's all we had today. See you in the next video, and if at all you're finding value in this tutorial, please give me a like, share this video, and please Don't fail even to comment down there. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please give me a subscription so that you can help me develop this channel. Bye bye.